Hey guys, welcome to the 5th month of grief. This month we're going to be going over is September, which was the start of college for me, so it's been pretty difficult getting used to everything and figuring out a good routine that doesn't conflict with this level too much. I really wish I didn't have to overlap school with this verification, but that's just how the timing worked out, unfortunately. I decided to continue streaming at home and travel back and forth from school to be able to stream every day. With that in mind, going into September, I expected the month to be really slow overall, but this was actually probably my best month so far. During September, surprisingly, I had the most amount of streams I've had so far at 23 streams, and I reached 176,000 attempts. So after failing to get to the second drop in August, I kept my goal the same and aimed to do it this month instead. Starting out with 49%, this month had a lot of good progress, so let's just get into it. What I realized is that getting to the second drop flopped in August because I was really inconsistent at Triplash and Cuber from 0. Honestly, inconsistent isn't even a good description of it. I was actually really consistent at dying. I had 68 drop attempts, and only 3 of them made it past the infamous 41% choke point, which is honestly, as much as that click was impossible in August, that's just pathetic, to be completely honest. So to start out the month, I focused on addressing my problems with those two parts, Triplash and Cuber, and there's actually not much more to say about this because I actually worked it out pretty quickly. It wasn't right away. I mean, on stream 81, I got to the drop 10 times, which was my new drop attempt record, and I only got up to 42%. So with that, I mean, it started to feel like August all over again. But by stream 83, I got to Iris twice and continued to at least make it to Cuber consistently, rather than dying at Triplash over and over again. Another problem I had last month was Griefer's part. As I mentioned in the progress report video, I was really inconsistent at it from runs and they would always end there. All of these were from the first third and made it to the second drop, which is pretty good. But they also all ended at the same part, which is Griefer. So I noticed that now I was much more consistent at Griefer, and I cleared it from pretty far runs, which helped a lot to control myself at that part, even with nerves, because that was a big problem. I got runs like 40 to 79, 44 to 80 twice, like 35 to 73, and 25 to 74, all in early September. So all of those runs started in the first half of the level, and made it past at least the first part of Griefer, which is the most important part. On stream 86, I was at the point where I just really wanted a new best. It was almost halfway through the month already, and I could feel that it was close to happening. The stream was really promising, starting out with a 56 to 98 run, and getting some solid drop attempts in, such as 46% twice. By the end, I think my chat was just pissing me off a bit, to be honest. I'm just gonna go, dude. Like, I'm fucking done. This is such bullshit, bro. I stopped streaming. I decided to finish off the session off stream to hopefully, you know, get a good run in there. And within 5 minutes, I got to the drop, and this happened. Are you kidding? After 4.5 months, I finally made it to the second half, and grief was completed in 2 runs. My death of 52 was really stupid though, so I wasn't done yet. After getting nearly 49 to 100 again, just throwing a 98 the following day, I followed up on stream 88 with another 49% death, and an additional 48% death. This is the part I started to be really happy with my consistency, as I was getting 3 to 5 drop attempts per stream, and a fair bit of them would make it to Iris, which I struggled to get even once in August. The next day, on stream 89, I got another new best at 54%. It felt insane to get so close to the extension, and the extension is basically everything after 56, since Mercury corresponds to the last part in Old Slaughterhouse, so that's kind of what we call that. This is also the first time since July I did 65 to 100, and my 10th time in total. Okay, dude, I fucking finally did that stupid ass run again. I have no idea why I didn't do it a single time in August, but I thought it was kind of funny considering how many times I did it in July. Going into the 90s streams, I kept up the good consistency, getting to Cuber at minimum every stream, and frequent Iris attempts as well. I felt pretty confident 54% would be cleared very soon, and I was right. On stream 96, I got my first attempt at the extension. Oh my god, dude, I can't do it, bro. No, I got done to the first thing again, bro. Sadly, I threw it instantly at 56, but I did get to the drop 10 times that day, tying my record. Again, quite content with my consistency at this point, but I could have never predicted what would happen the next day on stream 97. It started off strong with my 12th 65 to 100 run, and 40 minutes in, I obliterated my best run record, getting 17 to 78, which spans 61% of the level. Oh my fucking god. 17 to 78, dude. And not to mention, I got to tacos from 17, which is pretty wild. I had not gotten to tacos from anywhere before 25 at this point. From 0, my first few drop attempts were pretty lame, mostly dying at triple ash, but my second one was an iris attempt, which I died at 46% on, and my 5th one was also an iris attempt, which I died at 49% on. My consistency was really good, but unfortunately, and of course, my stream crashed an hour and a half in. I honestly thought of just leaving it. I mean, I had to go back to school. It was like 11 p.m. and I was just like, let me finish the last 20 minutes I have just to not pass up this opportunity. And just like when I got 52%, my first drop attempt off stream was looking pretty good, and I ended up getting all the way back to 56. Oh my god. What? For so long, my new bests were at these really small increments, but this seemed to make up for that. I fluked Burgadaz completely and made it to the second drop from 0, which is pretty crazy to be saying. I can't believe we're actually here. That attempt right there really set in the fact that, you know, I'm doing this. Stream 98 and 99 went pretty well too, getting to Iris on both streams, and doing 49 to 100 again on stream 99. Heading into stream 100, obviously I wanted to do something different than usual, not like, or in terms of the length of the stream. But at the time, I didn't really have motivation to do like an 8-hour stream or anything. So I kind of just started stream 100 and saw how long I could go for. It went pretty well. I mean, not amazingly, but over 3 hours. Personally, I got 200,000 subs. There we go, dude. 200,000. I got 25 to 80, which was my best run from 25. I got to Burgadaz again, dying at 60% this time. And I got 11 drop attempts, which is now my new record for drop attempts in one stream. And that's it. Stream 100 was the last stream of September, and it looks like we finally completed the goal for a month. Overall, I'm happy with how I did this month, and I don't really have any complaints. I got to the drop 113 times in September, which is 45 more times than last month. And more importantly, I got to Iris 18 times compared to 3 from August. I just gotta keep doing what I'm doing, I think. Alright, now let's get into the changes. Firstly, at 3%, I added this small saw just to not make the click completely free. It's a little unnecessary, but originally I added it because I was gonna buff a bunch of clicks to my click pattern to like open the door to nerf other clicks, but I decided against that. But I ended up doing this one, so I just left it. Last month, I went against my promise and nerfed the 22% consistency spam by moving the bottom structure down a microstep. Well, this month, I moved it up 1 microstep, meaning I reverted this change and am sticking to my promise of not nerfing it. I also unnerfed this saw at 32% in triple ash by moving it back up half a step. This is another thing I nerfed last month. At 49%, I added this square hazard hitbox so that you're forced to buffer the blue orb here as intended. Without the square thing, you can technically hit the orb a few frames in without dying, which defeats the whole purpose of the timing. My last change was at 81%, and it's somehow another Tacos Way buff. I really gotta stop doing these. Firstly, I moved down the top 2 spikes here by 1 step, and secondly, I added 2 mini spikes beside those big spikes. But that's it. I really don't think I'll be changing much from here on out. Alright, there's another month done. This is officially now the longest I've ever actively played a level 4, beating Deimos and beating Kinos. I'm doing so many things that I only ever imagined doing for like so long. You know, making it up to stream 100, dude, getting to the second drop on this level. Just insane stuff that's happening right now. And I'm very excited to continue making progress. Now, you're probably wondering what the goal is for next month. And I'm going to make it simple, just like last time, because it went pretty well. I want to make it to 75%, or in other words, I want to get to Grenade of Tacos from 0. Pass Griefer, that's all I want to do. This is pretty ambitious too. I mean, all these are ambitious, but I think I could do it. I'm getting really good at Griefer from long runs, so I'm fairly confident I could pass it if I make it there a few times this month, which is definitely doable. That's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully there won't be too many more of these videos, and I'll see you guys next month.